Hello, this is Mr. Chris, and today we're going to write down some CCVC words while focusing on their letter formation and online placement. I'm going to do the word twice, and on the third time, I'd like for you to do it with me. So please go grab a pencil and paper. You may pause the video to gather your supplies, and we can begin. It's also okay to pause the video when you are writing, if need be. Let's start. So our first word is flag. So flag, we start our letters at the top. We go down to the baseline, jump up, line across. The letter L, start from the top, line down. All right, letter A, we do start at the center top, make a small curve, straight up, straight down, little tail. And our last letter for flag is G. Again, we make our magic C, or start at the center top, make a small curve, go straight up to our starting point, straight down past the baseline, and make a hook going to the left. All right, I'm going to do that again, and then it'll be your turn. So again, start our letters at the top. For the letter F, up. There we go. And down, jump up, line across. Our next letter is the letter L, all the way down to that red baseline. I know Mr. Chris has a little space, but when you write yours, go all the way down to that line. No floating letters. All right, for the letter A, we start our center in the top. We make a small curve, straight up, straight down, and make a tail. The letter G is like the letter A. So we do a small curve, up, down, past baseline, and a hook to the left. All right, now it's your turn. And as I say the letter, or as I give the directions, I'd like for you to follow. All right, so here we go. Got your pencil ready? Make sure you use your other hand to hold down your paper, no having it down by your side. All right, here we go. All right, we start our letter, the letter F. We start at the top, kind of go up, small hook, all the way down to the line, jump up, line across. Okay, now for the letter L, we start again at the top. All right, you ready? And just a straight line down. Now the letter A is just like the letter C, but with a little bit more stuff to it. We'll make our letter C, small curve. We go straight up to our starting point, back down, and a tail. Letter G, make a small curve so it looks like the letter C. Straight up, straight down past baseline, and make your hook. And that is the word flag, F-L-A-G. We have our flag at the school. All right, the next word we're going to do is drop. Drop, D-R-O-P. Okay, so we'll do the letter D, which is first make the letter C. Go up past your starting point, and then down and make a tail. Now we have drop, which which would be the letter R. So down and back up and make a little bit of a hook. All right, letter O. Make it like it's the Mr. Chris accidentally pressed something. Let me add my R in real quick. All right, letter O. It's like the letter C, but you just make a circle. And then letter P is you start our letters at the top. It changed the color on me. 1 second. There we go. Letter P, go down past baseline and jump up and make a small bump. All right, I'm going to do that one again because that was a little kind of crazy there. So I'm going to do the letter D, and that is a C. So just a small curve, up, past our starting point, down to make a tail. Start for the letter drop, so then now we have the letter R. Start midway, down and around, hook. For our O, it's just a nice circle. Make sure we're on that baseline there. And the letter P, start at the midline, down past baseline, and jump up to make a small bump. And I know I said midline, which would be our little dash line that we kind of normally have there. All right, so now it's your turn. So pick up your pencil. And this letter, we're going to start at the letter C. So it'll be right about there. So we'll make our letter C. Go up past baseline, or sorry, our starting point, down and make a tail. Letter R, start at our midline, down to the line, back up, and a little bit of a hook. Our O is just a circle. And the letter P, start at the midline, go past baseline, jump up with your pencil, and make a small bump to connect to the baseline in your line. And again, if you look at if you also look, my space, my word is nicely together. I don't have a whole lot of space in between my letters, but I do have a lot of space between my words. All right, let's do another word. So that's drop. Like I dropped my pencil or I dropped an orange on the floor. All right, so that is the word drop. So the next one is, let's do plan. Plan, P-L-A-N. So we did already the letter P. So again, we're going to start, I'll draw our midline here. So at our midline, we're going to start at our midline, down past baseline, jump up and make a bump. All right, our letter L, which would start at the top, go to the baseline. Letter A, which we've done, make your small curve, go up and down and make a tail. And then the letter N for plan. Start at the midline, go up and around. It's like the letter R, but you just continue it onto our little baseline there. So do that again. Start at the midline, line down past baseline. Oop. Small bump. And then the L is just a straight line down to baseline. A is a magic C, straight up and a tail. And then the letter N, start at midline and go up and around, down to baseline. All right, I would like for you to grab your pencil. Are you ready? All right, start at the baseline, draw a line past your baseline, jump up, make a bump, and L is just a straight line down to that baseline. And then the A is a magic C. Okay. And then we go up, down, and make a tail. And even Mr. Chris didn't do a good job there. We're going to go down and make a tail. All right, letter N. Start at the midline. So it's line down. Okay, you have it. And then up and around like you're making the letter R, but then you continue down to that red line. Or on your paper, it could be blue or black. So that is plan, P-L-A-N. For instance, when you go to school, there's a plan for your schoolwork and probably a plan at home while we are all at home. The next one is swim, something we do during the summer here in Arizona. So that is an S. Oop, so it's a small curve, small curve. I'll put my midline in. All right. And the W. So it's a straight line down, slide up, slide down, straight line up. Then you have the letter I start at midline, line down, give it a dot. Letter M, start at midline, down, like you're making the letter N, but then you add another part to it. So R, N, and M, kind of close to each other. So again, we have a small curve, small curve. And this looks a lot like the letter C, but you started at midline. So W, line down, slide up, slide down, and straight line up. Letter I is line down, give it a dot. And letter M, line down, around, and around. Uh-oh. Looks like I might be a little out of room here, but we'll do it. We'll be okay. So I'd like for you to grab your pencil, and let's do it together. So let's start at midline. So we'll make our letter C, and back and around. Okay. Got it? Now the letter W. Let's start at midline, line down. Okay. Slide up. Slide down. Slide up. All right. Letter I. Start at midline. It's a straight line down. Give it a dot. All right. Mr. Chris is going to try to squeeze the letter M. Start at midline. And make the letter N, but then go up and around and add another part to it. All right, let's do one more word. I'm pretty sure you're doing a very good job. And swim. Well, we already know that. We're going to swim in a pool. So our last word that we have, we will do glad. Like Mr. Chris is glad that it is almost summer, so I can plan on going swimming. And maybe there's something that you're glad about. All right, so our letter G. So you just make a magic C or a small curve, up, past baseline, and make a hook to the left. Then with the letter L, let me add in my midline dash line. Letter L is just a straight line down. Letter A, magic C, small curve, up and down. And letter D, again, magic C, up, past your starting point, back down and make a tail. I'm going to do that again. So small curve to the baseline, up, past baseline, make a hook to the left. Letter L is a straight line down to our baseline. Letter A, small curve to the baseline, straight up, and make a tail. And then the letter D is, again, a small curve to the baseline, straight up past our starting point, and then down and make a tail. All right, now it is your turn, so grab your pencil. All right, let's make sure you're using your other hand to hold that paper. Start at the midline right here, because it's not a tall letter. The G starts right about here. We'll make that small curve to the baseline, so it looks like a C. Go straight up to our starting point. Then keep your pencil on the paper and straight down past the baseline, past that red line, and make a hook. We don't want to see anything like this. Nope, 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 nope. All right, the letter L starts as a straight line down. Perfect. Letter A, make your C. Okay, and then go straight up, straight down, and make a tail. It doesn't have to be a crazy tail. It's just a little small little thing there. And then for the letter D, make your small curve to the baseline or the red line. Go straight up past your starting point, straight down, and make your tail. And that is the word glad. And you can see how Mr. Chris has kept his distance. I know I kind of wrote the letter G in there, but I have made space in between my words so I can read it. But the space in between each letter, I'm going to do a different color. Okay, the space here in between each letter is not very wide or very far from each other. See that? I can put basically one dot. That's how much space is in between each letter. It's basically one period can fit in between there. All right, well, those are our CCVC words. I hope you got some practice, and hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.